people, Newbie back again. Welcome back to the Newbie Mountain Railroad. I haven't called it that in a long time, and that's my mistake. I mean, I've got the logo on the thumbnails now, and I really need to get back to the branding, if you will, of what the railroad's called. I got 3 trains running behind me right now, but what I'm doing down here, first of all, and I've diffused the lighting just a little bit. I'm actually using a reflector to reflect the light back up on my face as opposed to that glaring light before. There's still some shadow, but it's not nearly as bad as it was before. I think that's going to work okay. But anyway, what we're doing today is I've decided it's time to do a little track maintenance. A little maintenance that needs to be done, and I've been avoiding it, and so let me show you what we're going to do. We've got to change a couple of turnouts, and one of them, we're right here, we're right at the west entrance to the yard area here, and you see this turnout right here is broken. One of the legs is broken off of it, and so, you know, like if I flip it, you see there's nothing that comes over here. So that turnout's been broken for a long time, and of course that means that I don't have the ability, if that train was running the opposite direction, it doesn't have the ability to go into the inside loop. So yes, it's soldered in, and it's got the wires. The wires aren't hooked up to anything, but it's wired down through the deck, or through the it's wired down through the foam and all the way through the board, and so we'll have to pull the wires back out and have to desolder this, well, all 3 of these joints, and get that out of there. I've got a replacement, so we got to replace that turnout. Not going to be an easy task. And at the top of the west yard ladder, we have a problem with this turnout right here. And the problem is that the shape of this turnout, sometimes some engines will contact this edge of that turnout. And you see, I've already done some cutting on that to try to make it so that it doesn't interfere with trains running in that direction on that track, but they're still catching on it, and I'm basically right down to the wiring on that side of the turnout there. So what I'm going to do is I have this turnout. So this turnout here is a different shape, and when I can put it in there, and it shouldn't interfere with that side track. So that's another one, and this one, it's soldered on, it's soldered here and here, but there's isolator joiners here, so and again, the wires go down through the deck, and so it's gonna take a little work to do that, but we need to get that done. So let's get to it. Okay, several hours later, lunch break, other things, but it's a pretty tedious process to take those switches out. But you see, that switch right there, I don't know why that train just stopped, but anyway, that switch right there has been changed, and there's plenty of clearance as you just saw that train go by. And we also have completed the change out of this turnout right here, and it's a right-hand turnout, and my stash of extra turnouts is a little short on right-handers, so I actually ended up putting a manual switch in there. I'm not sure if that's going to cause me troubles down the road or not, but that's what I had, so that's what I put in there. I can go back later and replace it with a remote turnout if I have to. Okay, so there you have it for today. You see, I got 3 trains running now, and and I got those switches installed, and things are working out okay. And oh, by the way, I just drew a blank on his name. Anyway, there's a YouTube channel that I always used to love to watch, and Steve Brown. It's My Railroad. I think it IMRR YouTube channel, and he's back online. He's doing another layout. I really enjoy all of his videos, and so I'm glad to see him back. If you haven't watched him, check it out. It's My Railroad. Great guy. Really puts on a good presentation, and he is really into realism, and I highly recommend, if you want to if you haven't watched his channel, take a look at it. That's it for today. I don't know what I'm going to do next. I need to get back on that 3D printer so that I can get the tunnel portals made, and I don't know where that's going to come or when that's going to come, but I've been putting that off, and because it's a little tedious to try to make changes in those programs to increase the width of those tunnels, but I think I'm going to have to do that anyway. So that's coming up. Let's see what else we got going. I'm going to get down to the yard area. Try to. By the yard area, I mean the engine house area, and try to get back and get some track laid in there and get that done. And then maybe we'll get around to wiring switches. I don't know. You'll just have to watch and see what's going to happen.